This will be the third video in a series on maintenance of the Benelli MP90 and 95 22 target pistols. In this video we'll cover cleaning and in particular of the trigger group and a couple of small extra pieces. The first thing I want to say about cleaning is that if you ask two experienced shooters how to go about cleaning a pistol, you'll probably get three opinions. There are a lot of different ideas about the best way to do things. Everybody has their own favorite tools and cleaners. So this is what we found has worked well in the past, and it's at least a good, safe place to start. So as I mentioned, we're going to start with the trigger group. There are a couple of other little pieces. There's the takedown block. All that usually needs is a quick wipe down with a cotton swab to sort of get the worst of the debris off of it. And it usually doesn't get too dirty because it's towards the back and well away from the chamber area where a lot of the dirt accumulates. Another thing is the chamber plug or empty chamber indicator. That tends to get pretty grubby, and once we've cleaned everything up and cleaned the chamber, there's no point in putting a dirty plug back into it. So that can usually just be wiped off with a piece of paper towel or a patch. So to get to the trigger assembly, again, you want to make sure that you keep your finger away from the trigger itself, and that as an additional safety precaution, you can set the safety on. And most of the debris and dirt in the trigger assembly occurs around the firing area, which is towards the front of the magazine well. You'll also frequently find that there's a lot of unburned powder down inside the magazine well, and you want to sort of swab around with a Q-tip and knock most of that out. And scrub particularly the top area here, which is where a lot of dirt tends to stick. Frequently there'll be a little bit of grease and dirt piled up on top of the hammer, which is this silver piece here, and also some dirt on the disconnector, which is this little lever here. Usually the trigger assembly doesn't get too terribly dirty. You just want to go over it and try to clean off any loose powder bits, any dirt, grime, and old grease and lubricant, because we'll re-lubricate it later on. So that pretty much takes care of the trigger.